God. He's broke. I said, oh no. One thing about me, I'm a high class girl. So we're going to go from the beginning. We call this guy Jamaican Man. So me and Jamaican Man was texting on the app for a little under a week. And he was texting me, he's like, hey, let me take you out. I said, please take me out. So we decided to go on Outback. So I'm getting excited. But Friday hits, he's not responding back to me. Saturday, no word from him. So I'm like, okay, he's flaking. I already bought my hair in a dress. So I'm like, okay, let me talk to the other guys on the app. I was talking to multiple people. And they're like, they'll take me out. Cool. So I'm getting ready on live and everything. All the guys I was talking to, they're flaking too. So
first of all, that is night and day. It's gonna be very hard for women to date people seriously when they have so many options. If you can care less about spending time with someone and you have so many other options that you're happy to pursue, it's gonna be very difficult for you to get into a relationship that you actually want. And the fact that she can go from Viola Davis to this speaks volumes.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm done. If 9 o'clock hits, I'm just gonna take everything out, my wig, dress, and just cry myself to sleep. But almost 9 hit, and guess who texts me? Yes, Jamaican Man. So Jamaican Man was like, oh, I'm sorry for flaking, be on the app. I said, whatever. I know it's all bull, but I want to go out. I'm hungry. I would look good. I want to go out. So I said, it's fine. And then he was like, Outback is going to close. So I suggested, let's go to Fridays. He was like, is it expensive? I'm like, oh my God. He's broke. I'm like, oh my God. But he was like, you know what? I'll make it work. So he sent me the directions to a place. And I'm driving. I'm like, why does this place look familiar? Tell me why the directions to a McDonald's. I said, oh no. One thing about me, I'm a high class girl. Okay, it's either Red Lobster or Golden Corral for me, and we are not going to McDonald's, okay?
The fact that she said Red Lobster or Golden Corral because she's high class is hilarious. Now I give it to her, McDonald's date is just wild. So far, it don't sound like she really trying to get to know him. It seems like she's just doing something for herself. Being the fact that she wants to go out and she got dressed up, that's the main thing. This is the only part that he has to play in her life right now. Not to be a great guy for her. But definitely not no McDonald's. She's not bugging on that part. Red Lobster and Golden Corral only.
So I'm on live, right? I'm talking ish. I'm like, this guy sent me to McDonald's, guys. I'll send him the video. I'm like, this is T, get out of there. You deserve better. I don't care how big your back is. You deserve better. You a queen.
Forgot to mention that part.
Because you guys are roasting me in the comment section. You guys said my back is as big as a California King mattress.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I hear a lot of big back behavior. Does she have a big back?
I said yes, but then I looked on the corner of me, on the left, and I'm like, oh, there's other restaurants here. So I was probably thinking over dramatic. I'm like, maybe he sent me the address for McDonald's because that's like the common place in that area. So I said, maybe he's not gonna send me to McDonald's because, I mean, come on. We're not going to McDonald's. So he said, while I was on live, he texted me, I'm here. I'm in a black car. I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking he's broke. So I'm looking at the car with 3 wheels. I'm like, there's no one inside. Then I see another car pull up. It was a nice black car. I said, can't be him. I said, hey, I'm in the red car parked next to me. The car started moving, going to my direction. I'm like, it's him. I was confused. I'm like, why are you acting broke? You have a nice car. So mind you guys, I'm still on live, right? So I take the camera while I was on live and I'm walking to his car.
What are you doing? I'm doing well. No, it's okay. Hey. Oh, give me a hug.
Yeah. I'm Joe.
Oh, I am Tia.
Nice to meet you, Tia.
It's nice to meet you.
Are you Jamaican?
Well, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I seem Jamaican?
You seem, yeah.
From the Caribbean?
When I seen your picture.
So she's clearly telling the truth. In the last video of her saying that she looks exactly like Rihanna, people were saying there's no way she's getting dates, but guys out here is desperate. I don't even think I could say that. It's someone for everyone, but don't act like guys out here have high class standards.
And I'm sitting down, and my followers that was on the live can contest to this. They can agree that I was putting that sauce. Okay, I was like, hey, how you doing? Give me a hug. He said, oh, he had the deepest voice, and he was so fine. Because my plan was to eat and block him.
Eat and block him. This is fantastic. My intentions was not to get to know him. So now everything that's about to happen is all free game. Because she came there with the intentions to use him and leave.
But he was so fine. So he was like, and he had a deep voice. He's like, hey, you Jamaican? I said, no, but guess what I am? He said, I don't know. I said, I'm Haitian, and I had to speak that Creole to him. I was putting that little swang to it. I said, I'm going to Maïsien, parle petit Creole. You know, trying to make it look fancy. You know what I do. And he was impressed by it. And then when we were driving, he was driving to the McDonald's. So I said, oh my God, this man is actually going to take me to McDonald's. He swerved from the McDonald's. He said, I don't eat McDonald's. I said, okay. He's going to take me to this, I'm going to call it bodega, but it's actually a Spanish restaurant that sells burgers and stuff. I never been there, but I'm going to insert the picture here. So he sent me to that place, and I'm like, okay. While we were driving there, we were talking about life, conspiracy theory, like we were talking about everything. We were laughing like we knew each other for all our lives. It was so romantic. We were driving and all that, and then we stopped by the place, the bodega place, right? And then he got out of his car and went to my part, and I never had a guy do that. He opened my door and he grabbed my hand. I said, grab my hand. So I got out of the car, and I was limping. I was like, why am I limping? Guys, you want to know why I'm limping? Because I wore 2 different Crocs. I was rushing out of there.
How did you make that mistake and just figure that out? So now I really believe her. She really just came to get some food, get something out of this guy, and just leave.
Before somebody changed them, I just wanted to get out of the house. Tell me why I have my platform Crocs and my regular Crocs on me. It was so embarrassing, but I told him that, and I started laughing. He started laughing. He said, who cares? I have sandals on. So we were both laughing. We looked like 2 idiots just laughing at the night sky. It was so romantic. So we walk into the bodega, right? We go to the bodega, and the lady was kind of low-key rude. And she was like, oh, what you want? Like, not what you want, but she was like, in a rude attitude. And then he was trying to pay for, he said 2 burgers and all that. And I tried to say to boba, and she was being rude. I said, wait, babe, I got this. He's not going to talk to my man that doesn't know he's my man. You're not going to talk to him like that, right? So I said, wait, no, ma'am, I want the strawberry boba. She's like, what flavor? You didn't hear me? Strawberry boba. Now, she made sure she did that in a hurry. And I was looking at him like, see, your woman got you.
This is the most cringe I've ever felt doing a video.
So he paid for the food, and I had to make sure it was not declined, because I'm looking out here, because I'm still thinking, like, if it's declined, I'm yeeting out of there. But it went through. So he grabbed my hand, and we went to the alcohol store right next to it. And then he paid for his alcohol, Patron. And he grabbed my hand and we walked a little across the street to a gas station because he was trying to buy some Black & Milds. While we were there, he asked me what kind of drink I drink. I said, I don't drink, but I drink cranberry juice. Because people who knows. If you give me cranberry juice, it's done. It's done. Like, we're going to have a good time. And he started looking at me crazy. And I'm like, yes, it's true. And he started laughing. He said, you funny. I'm like, oh, gosh, thank you. And then he grabbed my hand. We went back to the car. And I was thinking, like, hey, we still have to wait for food. But I didn't question it. He was driving, and he drove me to his plug house. So we parked in the parking lot. Tell me why. I was in the hood, okay? I was looking around like, oh, my God. I felt like I was in the scene of Bad Boys. I was looking around, and he got it. He's like, wait here, babe. I said, okay. Mind you, I was looking around, but I was trying to look for an escape route because if something goes down, I'm dipping. And then he came back, and he sat down. And when he came back, he opened the door, and I saw a pew-pew there. I said, oh, my God. Girl, that pew-pew was so full of... And he was like, oh, nothing. You just got to protect yourself. I'm like, ooh, is he a bad boy? Ooh, I felt like that kind of like damsel in distress kind of thing. I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. I don't want to hold it. He asked me if I wanted to hold it. I said, no, I'm good. He put it down. And then we drove back to the bodega. He got out of the car, picked up the food, went back to the car, and then he drove back to the parking lot where my car was at, near the McDonald's. And then we were talking again. Like, we talked so much. The only thing I was able to do is drink my boba.
It's bad enough as a woman you going out with a stranger. Not only did he take her to his dealer's house, he showed her his weapon. And then somehow she felt giddy with that. So when they say that women really go for the bad guys, like the good guys actually finish last, you have to really think about it. You're telling me out of all the dates that you've been through, none of those guys was cool enough and nice enough for you to be with them. But somehow, some way, if the person looks good, has a deep voice, takes you to the bodega so you can get some burgers, it's okay for him to show you a weapon. You're comfortable with staying with him.
We didn't even get a chance to eat because we were just talking. And I was saying it's late because he had to work in the morning. So I said it's late and everything. And he was like, before I left, he was fidgety. I was like, what's happening? Is he okay? He was fidgety. He's like, I just want to. I said, what do you just want to do? I'm still thinking about the pew-pew in the car. I'm like, what do you want to do? And then he was like, I just want to kiss you. Kiss me. Then kiss me. Girl, he grabbed my face and we started like embracing for 30 minutes, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. It was something off like a movie on Netflix. It was so romantic. Girl, it was getting steamy. Like the windows in the car was getting steamy. It felt like that. I was like in the scene of Titanic.
she would still go and have a whole makeout session with the gangbanger. And I could bet somewhere down the line when this thing goes completely left and they split, she'll act like she never knew he was a bad guy. Like it's such a surprise. And how much of a victim she is for falling for him. It wasn't no red flag shown before.
But it was getting too steamy. I had to stop him. I said, I'm a child of God. We definitely not gonna do this on the first day. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I just lost myself. I don't blame him. I mean, come on. Let's be for real. And then I said, no, it's cool. It's cool. I got my stuff. I got out of the car like the dainty flower I am. I got out of the car. I walk with my tippy toes. The wind was blowing in my hair. And I looked back. I gave him a wink. He drove off. I went to my car. I went on live and talked so much shit. Girl, I was like, oh my God. I said, girl, guys. You know, but I like him. I really do like him, guys. I really do. Now, 2 days ago, I was supposed to go out with him. He bailed on me, but not like in a rude way, but he kind of bailed on me. I felt some type of way, but I went over to his house yesterday. I'm going to tell y'all about that because that's the story. I still like him, though, but talk to you guys later.
So we got a gangbanging Pookie and a high-class woman that's down to go to a bodega for some burgers. The saddest part about this whole entire thing is that if he was just like a little bit shy or a little bit pulled back, she would have never gave him a shot. But the man that takes you to the bodega that have a deep voice, that's tall, and shows you his weapons and take you to his dealer's house, that man is easily, he can have a makeout session and you ready to go see him again. And then he can curve you for a bit and then invite you to his house and you go. This happens way more often than not. So when women say that they cannot find somebody, this is why. Because good guys finish last.